What's going on, guys? It's your boy Mr. Credit and Cash, and I'm back with another video. As you guys can see, the scenery is a little bit different today. Now you guys probably want to know why I got a candle going on right now with that sweet raspberry aroma going through my nose. You know what, I think it's like raspberry and brown sugar mango, something like that. But whatever it is, man, it's smelling beautiful. Anyway, man, shout out to myself. My birthday coming up on Monday, June 22nd. So I appreciate it if all my subscribers, anybody that just come across this video, comment down below, happy birthday. It would mean a lot to me. I appreciate all you guys. But without further ado, as you guys can tell by the title today, I'm going to be going into detail. Shout out to the subscriber that actually suggested this video. I'm going to be going into detail about my credit cards and what credit cards I currently possess and what credit cards I use to get me up to the spot where I'm at today. Now, I want you guys to keep in mind, some of the cards that I did use, I don't currently have anymore that got me up to where I'm at, such as First Premier Bank. First Premier Bank, you know, that bank card that got like 30% interest or and an annual fee that's crazy. I was so mad that card canceled them out and destroyed the card. But these cards that I currently do possess will still get you to your goal, that where you need to be at, okay? So starting off, the Credit One Bank, I believe this is the platinum card. Hold on, let me take a look really quick. No, this one ain't the platinum card. This is just the Credit One Bank card. A lot of people talk bad about Credit One Bank, but Credit One Bank is one of them companies that's going to give you a chance even when some secured cards won't give you a chance, when you need a deposit down, okay? Now, I should have been smart, and I should have, used this as a leverage just to build up my credit. I actually had this card for a little while prior to, this was what initially got me up to good credit, and then I wound up dropping down to bad credit. But we're going to go into detail a little bit about that later on. But this is just still one of the cards that I possess that I feel as though is a good card, but it's not so good because it has a lot of fees with this card. Okay, so you're gonna begin charged interest. You charge interest daily. It accrues daily. It's not, you know how like sometimes with some cards it's due at the billing cycle or this, that, and the third. But you know, this card is a really good card if you have nowhere else to go. Sometimes they will turn you away. Other times they won't. But most times if you have bad credit, you have some type of credit history, they won't go in and turn you away. You feel what I'm saying? But Credit One Bank, when I got the card, started me off at around a $700 credit limit. I wound up going up to a $1,000 credit limit. They're really quick with the credit limits. If you can make multiple payments, okay, I'm spinning a little game to you guys right now. If you can make multiple payments within the same month, when I got this card, right? When I got this card, I charged probably like $500, right? And it was broken up between $500. It was like $100 here, $200 here, $100 here, $150 there. But as soon as it came available, right, I just went slam and just paid it straight off. And when they seen that, within literally a month or 3 to 4 weeks, I lied to you not. God is my witness. I literally got a credit line increase of hundreds of dollars. The only downfall with that credit line increase is that they do make you pay a fee, just depending on how big the credit line is. In my case, I think I wound up paying like $14 one time, but I was like, hey, look, $14 actually a couple $100 gonna look real good on my credit report. So I said, hey, why not? So that's what I went and did. Moving on. Credit One Bank Platinum card. Now, this is the platinum card that I was talking about. Now, as you guys can see, hold up. Let me go and bring it back into view. Bang! Okay. So as you guys can see, there are two different cards. But what happened was, again, they seen I was making my payments on time. I was doing, really good. And they extended me another card. They said this card right here actually had a lower annual fee. It was $39 a year. And this credit limit started off at $900. And remember previously, like I said, the first card started off around $700, right? But I had this card for a couple years now, and my credit limit is, if for some reason I don't feel as though it goes past, like they don't give a credit limit past $4,000. And my credit limit for this card isn't near $4,000. It's about $2,000, $2,700 or something like that, and some change. But I feel as though like after like $4,000 is where that peak is at. You feel what I'm saying? But they went ahead, extended me a second credit card because they said I was making my payments on time, and they was trying to find a way to make more money off of me other than just the annual fee. Again, the part where I slipped up at was I continued to have this card on my credit profile, and I continued to use it. And over time, I wound up building up a couple years of age and perfect payment history. I have no missed payments with this card. Actually, I think I have one. Yeah, I think I have one missed payment with this card, but I have perfect payment history with this card, with both of those cards. And it's really hard to go ahead and try to get off my, like, just to shut down the account because of the annual fees. It's probably going to be one of those cards or both of those cards where I wind up being stuck with for a very, very long time until I'm able to accrue, a bigger line of age of, credit because of the fact of how long I had this. It's been about since 2014, 15, so about 5-6 years. Next card, the PayPal Masters Extras card. Now, if you guys are familiar with PayPal Smart Connect, this was a PayPal Smart Connect is basically like, for instance, Amazon store card versus Amazon 5% cashback card, like that Visa card, right? So PayPal Smart Connect originally, they gave me a credit line. Well, I don't really remember because it was a couple years ago. But PayPal Smart Connect is basically I can only make purchases where people accept PayPal, right? And they let you do that program to where though until you graduate, and then they move you on to the PayPal's Extra Smart Connect card. So I wound up graduating. They gave me the PayPal PayPal Extras MasterCard. No annual fee, which I really love about this card. No annual fee whatsoever. They started out with a bougie limit, a phony limit. It was like $350. But I worked my way up. Got a couple $1,000s in on this credit card, so I'm a little bit happy about that. Okay. My next card, the Merc Bank. It's the Merc Bank credit card. Now with this card, you cannot go to a website and just apply for this card. You actually got to be invited in, right? So for the Merc Bank Platinum card, Visa Platinum card, you have to be invited in. One way that you could probably go on their radar is if you opt into pre-screened offers. So I'll probably drop a link in the video below so you guys can go ahead and opt in. You can opt in and opt out. But if you want to get offers coming to your house every single, month, if you qualify to that criteria and standards, you're going to want to go ahead and opt in. Now, with this card, it do come with an annual fee. I'm starting to preach against annual fee cards because I don't believe that you should have to pay an annual fee just to possess a card. But if it's helping you build your credit again to where you need to be at, the more the merrier, right? So with this card, they have an actual, it's really nice because they have a program to where as though they double your credit line. So they'll start you off with $600. Well, depending on where your credit at. They started me off with $600. I know people that got more. I know people that got less. But they started me off with a $600 credit limit. And after about 6 to 7 months, they literally double your credit limit. As long as you made all your payments on time, you didn't have no crazy balances carrying over. You know what I'm saying? So I started off at $600, went up to $1,200. And I rarely use this card anymore, being as though I'm gonna go into detail with the other two cards that I use more frequently that I was recently approved for. But Merc Bank, I never had any problems with them. They really do be looking out for their customers. But yeah, again, it's another card that I possess, and it's another card that got me to where I'm at today. All right, moving on. When my credit's starting to shine a little bit. All right, you feel me? Starting to shine a little bit. But yeah, y'all, so with the Capital One Platinum card, now they do have two versions. It's the Capital One Secured card, and then there's the Capital One Secured Platinum card, and there's the Capital One Platinum card. This is the Capital One Platinum card, not the Secured card version. They both look exactly alike, but this was probably my second no annual fee credit card next to the PayPal's Masters Extra card. But yeah, definitely a good card. But to me, I feel as though Capital One sometimes is really stingy with their credit line increases. That's one thing I can say about them. But I never had any issues with them. If it was something that charge had popped up on my card, you know what I'm saying, and I didn't make the purchase, they went ahead and X'd it out, and they did the little investigation, came back, everything was good. I had no problems with them. This is a really, Capital One overall is a pretty good bank. They look into, you know, go ahead and give you guys car loans and all that. They pre-screen you for car loans. They'll give you car like a auto loan when some people wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't have the best of credit. But yeah, Capital One Platinum card, definitely a winner for me. My second annual no fee credit card, and I felt that's when I started to fall in love with no annual fee credit cards. And moving on from there, that's where all my cards, you know, became no annual fee. And then after that, bam, got approved for this bad boy. Now this how I knew I was coming up in the world, right? I wound up getting the Capital One World Elite MasterCard. And it's the Cadillac card. So basically, I could go to any Cadillac dealership. You know, back then, I thought it was a good card, but I'm going to tell you why I don't really like it so much. But I'm going to tell you perks. But back, basically, with this card, it's a no annual fee credit card. I do love it. It has I have no problems with Capital One again. And this is when I felt like I was really moving up in the world. It's a Cadillac card, which basically I can go to any dealership in the U.S. that sells brand new Cadillacs. So if it's a 2020 or a 2021 or something like that, I'm able to, the more money, the more of my credit line I spend on this card, the more rewards I get, right? And I'm able to take those rewards, go to the credit dealership, and use it towards a new purchase of a Cadillac. Now my cons about this card is because Cadillacs, no offense to nobody out there, but Cadillacs isn't really the best car. It's a luxury car, it's American made, but at the same time, like, what is that really saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, Cadillac really isn't a good card. It really isn't a good car at that time. When I first originally got this card, I was like, man, I'm really up. Like, I'm winning. You know what I'm saying? I'm be riding around with the honeys, you feel me? Thought I was an old school pimp, got the Cadillac. I just whipped the card out and, you know what I'm saying? And I thought, I don't know, man. I don't know what I was thinking. But I tell y'all this though. This card, no annual fee, never had a problem with them. Same way with the previous Capital One Platinum card. Never had a problem with them. I don't use this card as much neither anymore, and for good reasons. I charge things here and there, but other than that, nothing. All right, moving on. Now this one I felt like I was the done data. You feel me? I thought I was the done data with this card right here, y'all. I thought I was the done data. You feel me? I thought I was big pimp and no big pimp and no LA. Y'all know that JC song. Don't play with me. I know. Y'all know that song. All right, so stop playing. But boom. So I wound up getting an American Express card. I actually got pre-approved. I got it in the mail. They sent it to me in the mail. They said, hey, go ahead and apply for this card. They had a crazy bonus going on around that time. I believe it's like 60,000 points. It was like 60,000 points for like $3,000 in purchases or something like that, or 2,500, something like that. I can't really remember, but 60,000 points, 3,000, 2,500, $3,000, something like that in purchases that you had to make within like 3 months. But the thing is, so when I got the American Express card, I'm like, bruh, I was flexing hard. When I say I was flexing hard, like I'm. Let me tell you, yo, I was going up in the stores. I was like, it was like, would you like, they said, would you like cash or credit? I said, American Express. You feel me? So, yeah, my bad. I was getting a phone call, but yeah, man. So I'm over here like, what? Just throw it in the bag. I'm over here. She talking about credit. I remember this specifically. They said cash or credit. I'm like, American Express. You feel me? So I'm like, yeah, I'm out here like really think I'm big pimping. Like, and the funny thing is, like, she just started laughing. I remember that experience like when I first got this card, I just felt like I was like on top of the world. Cause anybody that know that it take like you gotta have good credit to go with American Express. They ain't just approving anybody, you know, that crawl out of a hole. You feel me? But American Express, I'm gonna tell you the benefits, and then I'm gonna tell you like the not so good benefits with this card, and the reason why I don't use it as much anymore. But American Express card, no annual fee. Once again, like I said, love that is the fact that most of my cards have no annual fee, so I'm definitely enjoying that. With this card, I didn't know that it was a charge card. This is the American Express green card. I didn't know that was a charge card, and a charge card and a credit card are two different things. Okay, so I got approved for this card, I believe, back in like 2017. But with the American Express charge card, with a charge card, the full balance, so whatever you pay, you know, this is the con. Whatever you pay, whatever you purchase, needs to be paid by the end of the month, within 30 days, by the end of the month, don't matter. So if you purchase something on the 1st of June, by July 1st, the end of that month, or by June 30th, you know, somewhere around there, it had to be paid off by that time frame. And that's one thing that I didn't really understand at that point in time. You know what I'm saying? I'm just hyped about even getting approved for the American Express card. So I'm like, man, it is what it is. You feel me? I'm gonna go ahead and get it how I live. But look, but yeah, so the thing about them is I also didn't have a credit line either. So with this card, I never had a credit line. So I'm like, dang, that's the card. I ain't got no credit. I'm thinking this a black card I'm holding in my hand. I'm like, man, this a black card. I went and I even called American Express. They said, yeah, you don't have any credit line. Basically, whatever you spend, just go and spend. It's all need to just be paid back by the end of the month. I'm like, what? So like, that's what I was like. I'm like, yo, I'm like elite status. I'm the boss. You feel me? Come to find out, this card is actually like one of their starter cards. Like, so I wasn't really balling. You know, I wasn't really balling like I thought I was balling, right? But basically, you can make so however many purchases you make within a month, it actually your following month, they actually do give you a credit limit. So I had a credit limit of $30,000. Now let me tell you something about this. I know in my previous video I said my Discover card was one of my highest credit limit I ever got. But this American Express card also, the Discover card is still the reason why, and I'm gonna tell you why I feel as though that's still the highest credit limit. But with this card, I was making $1,000 on purchases, like 500 here, 200 here, 100 here, 300 here, and you know, I'm like, man, cool bang. So at the end, so by the time the end of the month came, you know, I was paying my stuff back off like fast. I was paying my stuff off fast. That's what I was doing with all my cards at this time. I was paying my stuff off fast, and then the following month I had a $30,000 credit limit. This is the first time I ever seen a credit limit on my account. Now the thing about this credit limit, it actually fluctuates as time goes on, right? So depending on your spending habits. So if they see that you're not even really using the card, it could drop down to $10,000. It could drop down to $20,000. It could drop down to, you know, $5,000. It may even be $1,000 with this COVID-19 going on. You feel me? But it's the fact is that you don't really have a solid credit limit with this card. And when it's all said and done, it's a cool card. But if you're more of a type that carry a balance, or you might just, or even if you don't carry a balance, but you just might need to, you know, make a purchase to get you through for the next, say you need to pay rent, right? And you just need something that's going to get you through until you get back on your feet for the next 3 months without having to pay it all in full. This isn't the card for you. Now, and I know that they did come out with a program to where so you can pay later, but I do believe that now you're getting charged interest on that instead of initially you wouldn't be getting charged interest. But moving on, the Citi Simplicity card. Woo! Love this card. It is what it is. It is how it sounds. I like the little, holographic effect it actually has to the card. It's a beautiful royal blue. zero annual fee, zero late fee payments, zero foreign transaction fee. It's a lot, right? But the only thing is with this card, it is exactly what it says it is. Simplicity. You don't get no type of rewards, no type of benefits or anything like that. They actually stripped a lot of their benefits back in June. I believe in June or September, something like that of last year, to where as though like you're not able to even get like rental car protection or anything like that. But when I first got this card, it was a blessing, man. It was beautiful. I love it. You can't go wrong with it. I have no late payments with this card, and I'm gonna continue to use it. It's definitely a great card if you're looking to, move your way up into the credit world. You know what I'm saying? But no annual fee cards. Again, a plus in my books. All right, y'all know what time it is. Moving on to the Discover It card, the Miles card. This is the one I was telling you about that had that $10,000 credit limit, right? I was so psyched that I got approved for this card because all of my other cards, on average, the credit cards is around, I ain't gonna go too much into personal details, but it's a couple $1,000s per card. So when I've seen that this card was the first card that approved me for a $10,000 credit limit, not charge card credit limit to where they got to be paid back, within 30 days or so, but an actual credit limit where I don't have to carry a balance. I love this card because it's zero annual fee. I get 1.5 miles per dollar that I spend on it, and on top of that, they match your miles at the end of the year. So I can also use that as cash back. I don't have to use this on trips, just flying around. I can actually get it in cash back as well as a feature in the mobile app where you can convert it to, cash back. So that's the reason why I like this card, because it gives you the feature of cash back with miles. It might not be as high as cash back as the actual cash back card, but you see more bang for your buck though with this card. And I honestly love to travel. A lot of you guys know. Well, if you don't know, I'm from Baltimore, so I go travel back and forth between states, between Florida and Maryland, and I'm literally love traveling. So if I'm going to Cali, or if I'm going to Vegas, if I'm going here and there, like this is definitely the card for me, man. Like this is definitely a card if you love to travel. I know it's a whole COVID-19 thing going on. It is what it is. But again, if you're looking to think long term, remember they matching anything that you purchase within a whole full year, within 12 months of your account being opening. So within a year, this whole COVID-19 thing, let's hope and pray that it's over with. I got my thoughts about it. I ain't gonna go into detail. I think it's a little funny business was going on, but I ain't gonna say nothing. Moving on. Bam! So I got approved for the Navy Federal Credit Union credit card. Cash rewards. First, I didn't like how it looked on the site, but again, it got that holographic feel to it, holographic look to it. Beautiful card. Man, I definitely love it. It's definitely a card that I got approved for, and I on my previous video, you see that I got a $1,000 credit line. They started me off with a $1,000 credit line, and I actually found out a little bit more details about this card and the reason why they started people off with good credit with such a low credit card limit. Not only is it the factor of you being new to the bank that they with, that you to the credit union. Let me rephrase that. Not only is it the fact that you're new with them, being as though that's your first time being with their credit union or whatnot, but it's the fact that they're denying everybody. Like, and the crazy thing is, if you go around YouTube. There's a couple people with YouTubes I was looking at as well. They're over here denying people with 750s. There's people out here that's like at 760, 720, 730. Some of them not even getting credit limits of even 1,000. Like that's why I was shocked. Because if you look at my payment history like a 92%. You know what I'm saying? I got a 92% credit payment history with this card. I mean, in general with my credit, right? And I got approved for a $1,000 credit limit, and it's crazy, man. Yeah, there was the Navy Federal Credit Union definitely was a card that was highly sought after, and I think you should still go ahead and give them a shot if you're looking to build up a relationship with them. But Yeah, I definitely moved some money into my Navy Federal credit card banking account. Not this card because it's a credit card, but my Navy Federal banking account, which would be basically this card right here. But yeah, this card right here, they're definitely good. They're definitely a good credit union, regardless, no matter how you look at it. They're definitely a good credit card, a good credit union. And if you do right by them, they're going to help you out. Mortgage, auto loans, all that good stuff. All right, moving on to the last card. Y'all know what it is. It's the Modulus credit card, all right? Modulus card definitely helped me on my journey to get where I'm at today. And I can't thank them enough, you know what I'm saying? Like, they definitely looked out for your boy when your boy was down at around 500 and something credit score. They went ahead and approved me for a $5,000 credit line. And again, like you guys previously seen on my other video, I went ahead and discontinued this card. Being as though I didn't want to continue to pay an annual fee with this card and build credit of age, as well as payment history with this card in the long run. You know what I'm saying? So definitely a good starter card if you're looking to go out there and build your credit and get it up to the where you want it or where you need it to be at, okay? So this video is going on long enough. I'm so sorry I took so long, but hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from and cards that can definitely probably help you get to the position of where you want to be at today. All in all, I have a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's 9, 10, 11. If you want to count the Modulus card, which I'm not going to really count, but that's a total of 12. But yeah, I had the first Premier Bank card in between. I had a First National Bank Best Western card, Bank of Omaha. I had that card, but yeah, situation had with that. Obviously, I explained previously in the beginning of the video. Again, this video has gone on long enough. Again, if you didn't catch the beginning of the video, make sure you say happy birthday to your boy. My birthday on the 22nd. So I definitely appreciate all the love and support I can get. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and share the video as well with anybody that might need this information that's going to help them better their credit journey in the future. Hey, yo, and shout out to Gen Z Credit. If you guys, he's a new YouTuber. He out there dropping, good milestones and gems and all that good stuff. I actually seen a video he did regarding in the previous video where I was talking about getthatjewelry.com. He said he had somebody in the comment section that commented that they actually had got the credit card. But again, I kind of want to see proof of that because it could be just somebody from the inside of the company saying that. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Gen Z Credit. He's a new YouTuber. Go out there and subscribe to his credit card channel. He's definitely always dropping gems, man. He's an upcoming YouTuber, so check him out. With that being said, it's your boy, Mr. Credit and Cash, signing out. Sayonara.